Everyone, Deb here for 2 on Tuesday. So last week I asked which of these, and some people wanted Party Puffins and some people wanted Garden Birdhouses. Now, just information, both of these are carrying over into the new annual catalog, so yay! This week I'm going to make 2 cards with Party Puffins. Next week I'll make 2 with Garden Birdhouses. And I am going to be using the Sweet Talk Designer Series paper that's in the January to June mini catalog for this one, for this week. And for next week, I'm going to use the hand pen paper. I have a little bit of paper in both those collections, and I need to use it, so that's what we're going to do. So let me move this one out of the way. But today we're going to just use this one, and we'll make 2 cards. And I've already started them, and that's one, but that's not the first one. The first one, I'm going to go the red route, and it's over here. So another thing I'm doing is I'm using up bits that I found. I have these little baskets, which drive me nuts actually, of pre-cut die stuff, and a hair of mine hanging off apparently. Anyway, I found in them these 2 red circles, which were out of the, I think, Tasteful Labels dies, the larger circle. This one is out of the also same package, but the smaller one. And then I had this white circle, which I think is just out of the regular layering dies, though I'm not exactly sure. And then I have a scrap of 3/4 inch by something. I'm not, I guess probably about 3 3/4. And I'm using, I stamped these already and colored them, sort of. I'm using the Label Me Lovely punch. It is carrying over to the new annual. It's 151296. But a lot of our punches are going away and new ones are coming in. So anyway, I still need to stamp this, and I need to color the candles, and I need to stamp our little fishy. So this piece of paper here is out of the Sweet Talk. There's the other side. So I guess it should go like this. And I'm not going to glue that down just yet, but let's stamp, where'd my little piece of white paper go? My little white circle go? Oh, I have it on there. Ta-da! Let's stamp the little fish with the bow, and then we'll color that and the candles. And then we have some stamping to do on the inside also. Oops, the other way. Let's put the bow on the top of the fish tab. I don't know if I got it centered, but it's gonna do. Now, unfortunately, my chamois is in the sink absorbing water, so now on the penguins, puffins, excuse me, I used pumpkin pie, light and dark. I also used the white chalk marker in the white areas just to make them a little whiter. I don't know if you can tell that. You might be able to. Let me see if I can turn this light on and make it. I don't know if that helps. And forgive my nails. I have not had a chance to get to that yet. It's so cool. Oh, by the way, this is retiring. Stampin' chalk marker, retiring. The white ink pad is staying with the ink refill, but the pad is retiring. I'm going to stamp this in real red. I think, yeah, might as well. We're using red everywhere else. Hopefully I can stamp that sort of straight, because I don't have too many 3/4 inch pieces of scrap. Let me turn it over. It looks a little uneven, so I'm going to try and stamp it towards the bottom, and if I need to, I'll trim some off the top. Yeah, pretty good. I have to set these aside. I have my other stamp cleaner here, but honestly, I have never used it and I don't know how to use it. And I have my stamp mist. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just use that real quick on my stamps. Before we color, I have the Stampin' Mist here, and we'll just spray it and wipe it on toweling here. That gets your stamps really nice and clean. Now they don't sell it in this small bottle. I just kept the small bottle and refill it. They sell it in an 8-ounce bottle, and this is a 4-ounce bottle, which saves on landfills better, but I had the old bottle and I just keep refilling it because it's easier for me to spray on my, to hold it on my desk. So you can do that too if you already have that bottle. Alright, put them aside. Let's color these. I'm going to get dark Daffodil Delight for the candle flames. And I did stamp off this circle a little bit. It's okay. It'll be okay. And then, let's see. The other colors in here, that might be Daffodil Delight. I don't know. We'll do a light, what color would it be good for the fish? I think the light pumpkin pie for the fish. I know I'm jumping around, sorry. Now, you know, this is an easy coloring project. It's not a real detailed one, so no need to go get obsessive or anything. Now on the candles, the paper has Granny Apple Green, so let's use some of that. I'll use light Granny Apple Green because, you know, candles are different colors. Alright, and I'm just going to use both on both sides there for that one. And then we have Coastal Cabana, which we don't really have in this paper, but we do have Bermuda Bay, so I'll use Bermuda Bay Light, which is basically the same as Coastal Cabana. And we have Highland Heather. I'm trying to see which one of those. And I'll use dark Highland Heather down here. Actually, maybe I'll use light and dark. Yeah. We also have Fresh Freesia now, but what's in this paper is Highland Heather, so, you know, just want to have a little bit of color like that. And then for the bow, I'm actually going to go ahead and use Real Red, which is not that one. I have to change the order of them I have here. I'm going to use light Real Red. And as far as I know, these colors, oops, some of these are really hard to open. There we go. A couple of them are not. I'm going to use light because I don't want it to be as dark as the cardstock, but bring in the same colors, and maybe for that little knot there I'll make it dark. Maybe I should have used Bermuda Bay or something. Anyway, it's all good. Let me get the dark one. And we'll go here. Maybe just go down the sides a little bit. Okay. All right. That's our easy peasy coloring for this card. And I also have this mini ruffled ribbon, 3/8 inch in Real Red, which is carrying over. I think it's the only red that's carrying over. This one's also available still in January to June mini. It's on page 9. It's part of the Sweet Talk Suite. Actually, maybe I'll use that because I'm not sure it's carrying over. And also, it will lay flatter. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually put that down. Yeah, that's a nicer option for this. I'm going to put that down in the middle here. I hope you're all having a good day. The weather's been changing so much lately, and it's really windy. I don't know what's with the wind, but we were having major gusts and actually snow squalls yesterday when originally they were calling for rain. It was a weird day yesterday. And whenever it is windy, the house gets really cold. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I think my son and I both have been kind of battling a sore throat a little bit. It's not like sore, it's like when you wake up and you have morning nose or morning throat, we call it. Sometimes it's like that, but throughout the day. So anyway, okay, so now we're going to put this here, and I think I will flag it. And actually, I'm going to bring my little trimmer that's no longer available in, because I do think that that piece of paper is cut crooked. And let's see if I can get it to 3/4 inch on that line. Pretty sure that's fine. I don't know, does it look any better to you guys? It looked crooked to me. And then I'm going to bring in one of my favorites, which actually is carrying over, thankfully, which is the Banner Pick-a-Punch. And I'll use this one. And somehow I got red ink on me. Don't know how that happened. Ha ha ha. Probably from the marker when I was opening it, maybe. Oops, I put the wrong one. So we'll put this side in here. Oops. Now, when I meant to do jewelry stuff, I always say, don't let things fly. Paper's a little different, but that's okay with the arrow. I kind of like that, actually. We're going to put that down there, and I think I'm going to actually put it down with glue dots. Now, for these, let's glue these little guys onto these circles, and I think we're going to lay some flat and bump some up. Originally, when I found these, I thought they were out of the What's This dies, which are carrying over, or picture this, I guess it is, yeah, but they were not. They were out of the Retiring, I forget what I called it, Tasteful Textiles dies. So now here, what I did on this one, if you notice, this is smaller. I put a little piece of washi tape here and stuck this back in the punch over to here, pushed it down a little further, and lopped off about 1/4 inch on this to make it smaller. And then I did leave this the same size as it should be. And for here, I cut 2, but I think what I'm going to do is not use one of them and cut one in half, and then just have it come out on either side, because I think it's going to be too thick with 2 for what I want to do. So let's glue these down, and then we're probably going to pop these up. And the bottoms will go even, but the tops will go, the sides will stick out, is what I'm trying to say. And I thought I had that over. I guess they're different sizes. That's going to go there. That's going to go over here. And then let me cut this one. I guess I'll use the trimmer again. The little one. It's just easier. Trying to get it sort of in the middle. There we go. It's not quite in the middle, but it won't matter. So now I'm going to go ahead and put glue over on this side only. You can use glue dots or tear and tape, whatever you have. And same on this side. Or you could actually put it on here, but you have to make sure if you do that, that you don't put it over so far. There, that's what we're going to do with that. And then we'll use dimensionals. And I think we'll pop up, I think we're going to lay No, we'll pop these up and lay these flat. Okay. So I'm going to put 2 in the middle here just to hold. Did that move on me? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, just to hold that in place better, I'm going to put 1 more in the middle there. Probably don't need that much, but that's what I'm doing. So did I glue this down? Yes. Oh my goodness, guys, sorry. I was gonna try and get this all done yesterday, but it seems like I'm a morning crafter, and then after that I tend to, some days, I tend to fizzle after lunch. So if only I just wouldn't eat lunch, right? I get tired. I just run out of energy, want to take a nap, but I get up early in the morning too. And I take vitamins for energy, so it's not that. All right, now actually I changed my mind. I'm going to put this on dimensionals, and I think it'll be all right with this ribbon. It would not have been with the red ruffled ribbon. But before I do that, I'm actually going to take a glue dot, as soon as I find the end. There we go. I'm going to get a glue dot and put it under this ribbon to tack it down a little more. Or 2. That one actually I probably shouldn't have used because it, oops, it got a little bent. They're sticking to me because they're on the wrong side of the roll. It's when they apparently had a quality issue. Alright, let's put this down. So this is a pretty simple, I mean, you know me, I don't do real complicated cards. You could also back your birthday with red, but I think we have enough red going on here. Yeah, now I think we have enough. This one I'm just going to use 4. Because that's all I feel like we need. And what is it with me throwing them on the card here? We'll do that, and then this one will glue down. And I think that'll be cute. Even though he's facing the wrong way, I didn't want the penguins both on the same side, so I guess the fish is trying to escape, right? And then the last thing is, does that look crooked? A little bit. Looks a little bit crooked. So we're gonna push that down a little better. The real red rhinestones are continuing. Let me find them because I think they'll be perfect for this card. I went through all my, well, I went through everything except the stamps and punches yesterday, and sorted them by what's retiring and what's not. These are carrying over, so, which is nice because the holiday rhinestones are not. And we're going to put a bunch of them just around different places. And I've had these for a while actually. And I think we need one. No, maybe if you're doing this, I might actually pull that up and put, is that 5? I think that's probably enough actually. Put 2, you know, 1 on each side instead of down the middle because it's a little wobbly on the ribbon. And then inside, I thought we'd just, one sec. I have a white, oh, do I have a white? I have a white piece of paper somewhere. Here. And I think what we're going to do is just stamp the birthday cake and say make a wish. So I'm going to stamp make a wish first because, you know, that should be straight, right? Isn't that a cute card? I'm looking at it in the screen. I think it's cute. Cute, cute, cute. And the cake, though, we'll stamp in Memento and we'll color it. Actually, we'll put it down here. Usually I put stuff like that on that side, but today we'll put it down here. So let's see. We will, and I could use a strip of paper over here too. Let's see if I have one before we color that would match. And which one is this? Is the stripey? Yeah, that one's too little. I don't seem to have one that's long enough, so we're not going to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and get Bermuda Bay out again, and Real Red, Dark, and Daffodil Delight. They retired the Mango Melody. I wish they hadn't, because that was the perfect color for candles. Dark Daffodil Delight is okay too. I smeared the black a little bit though. I think I did. The icing we're not going to color. Let's see. Let's make the cake be yeah, this light Bermuda Bay, because I think this card would be okay for either a boy or a girl. Let me know if you agree with that. I think it would be. And then we'll do a little, oops, I should have left that open. We'll do a little red candle. Maybe we'll do 2 red and a Highland Heather this time. Sorry. And then, lastly, light smoky slate for the plate. And you could do light and dark, but I am not really gonna bother much with shading. I might get the dark out and put it on the bottom layer there. Yeah. Right down here. And then I think instead of using glossy accents, I'm going to just use the white marker and make it a little whiter. I want that icing looking white. You could make it a darker, you don't have to make it white, you could make it a darker shade of Bermuda Bay, or you could make it real red, you can make it pink, you can make it purple, whatever you want to do. Whatever you desire. And then we'll just glue that in, and that's card 1. 23 minutes already. The second card will be, I think, faster. Maybe. Alright, card 1. Oops. I lifted it up and I got glue where I don't want it. Okay. And I did just re-ink my Real Red, so that looks a little light to me, but anyway. Alright, second card, same paper. I had stamped this, and I ended up cutting it with the stitched rectangle dies. We're going to stamp the cake over here again. And I had these scraps. This one, I actually think I had to cut off a piece, but these were scraps in there, and this was out of the Dottie Hearts embossing folder, which is retiring, and that also looks crooked to me. So before we get started, let's just see if we can even that up a little bit. It's not much crooked, I guess. Maybe I put it in the embossing foot. No, that looks better. Just a tiny little bit needed to come off. And I also have the Highland Heather ribbon, this one, which is retiring, so I might put that across here too, just because it adds a little sparkle. Alright, so this says I love you and all that, which is okay with me for a birthday card, you know, because especially if it's a family person. I know this was for Valentine's, but you don't always have to use the Valentine papers for Valentine's, right? We're going to put this here, and then move this out of the way. Then we're going to cover this over here. We're going to glue it. This was already done from when I was doing Valentine cards, I guess. And like I said, the Dottie Hearts embossing folders, they're the little ones, and there's 2 of them. One is just a bunch of random Dottie Hearts all over, but this was already done, so I'm going to use it. And then, yes, we are going to get our seal, which is right here. And we'll go ahead and put that down. And this is the Grow Green 1/2 inch Highland Heather ribbon, which I wish they would not retire. You guess what I did? I put the heart, oh no, I didn't. I thought I had the hearts on upside down to the words, and I was going to really be mad at myself, but I did not. I just had the card laying upside down. So luckily I caught that before I put it on our card base. Oh my goodness. Alright, that is, I don't know what catalog, I think that's, oh, annual catalog, the current annual catalog, which expires May 2nd or while supplies last, the Highland Heather Grow Green ribbon. I do like that one. I like the sparkle it has in it. Alright, let's glue that onto here, and then we'll do our little bit of coloring. So I already stamped the puffin, but we're going to stamp the cake, and then we'll color them both. And then we have to figure out, where are we going to put a sentiment? I do not know. I have not figured that out yet. So we'll get there when we get there. Let's set that aside. Let's bring in our memento again. And maybe on this one we'll just say make a wish on the outside somewhere. Alright. And let's color those. I have lots of colors out here. But we're going to use the Highland Heather, the yellow. We'll go ahead and do the plate first, I guess. I had to get pumpkin pie back out. That's the dark smoky slate. This is the light smoky slate. And yes, we will use Coastal Cabana again for these, but I think we'll use the Highland Heather for the cake. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use Highland Heather for the icing. Oops. And I'll make the cake yellow. The yellow cake. Why not? We don't know that there's any yellow in the paper, but it's okay. It's all good. There's no pumpkin pie in the paper either, and we're going to use that on our little penguin-y puffin, excuse me. I like penguins a lot, so. Okay, let's see. And let's do the light Highland Heather here, and then we'll do our little penguin guy. Puffin guy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so sorry. Can't get penguin out of my head. I keep saying that instead of puffin. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. Actually, let me bring this back in, and we'll do some of these dots on his little hat. That one, and this one, and maybe up there we'll do that again, and a little red, because there is red in the paper. And then let me put them away, and then we'll bring in Highland Heather, dark and light. Oh, this was dark. That was dark. Alright, I'm going to use dark for the hat base again, just to be consistent. And then let me bring in, and actually I'm going to use the Highland Heather Light. Just go around the edges of the little poof ball on top of his hat. There was a time we had, and then actually bring in my white chalk marker and maybe put a little white on there. And then wipe my marker off. There was a time we had, and I still have some, little poof balls for birthdays. All right, now pumpkin pie, light and dark, because I kind of like the dark on the actual, oops, well, maybe not that end. The dark on the beak and on the feet, whatever they're called. They're not paws. We'll just call them feet. And the light, hopefully I don't have the same issue with that one. And then I am going to go ahead. Now if you wanted to have him a darker black, you could color him more too, because it left like designs there, but I'm not going to worry about that. And you won't be able to see this, but it just makes it a little bit brighter white. Okay, that's it for that. And then let me see the Make-A-Wish. You know what? I'm going to stamp that right on here. That's a little dangerous for me. I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape because I just feel like it shows up a little darker than Highland Heather would. I'm going to stand up too. Perfect. Perfect. So that's kind of simple stamping, right? And then this we're gonna, let's see what we want to do here. I want some of that ribbon to show, so I'm actually gonna put this down here. So we have hearts and I love you, and maybe just up a little bit so the stripes show again at the bottom. And I guess I will put that up on dimensionals too. Yeah. And maybe I should have used the foam adhesive sheets, because they, or even the strips, and use 3 of them, so I wouldn't use so many dimensionals, right? It's all good. It'll work out okay. And then for these, this one, I think I'm going to use the Playing with the Playful Patterns dots, which are in, I believe, Coastal Cabana, a purple and a crushed curry, but the colors will go with it. So, and they're retiring. These. I didn't write, I think this is Coastal Cabana, crushed curry, and purple posy that's retired already. So let's just use some of those. I'll put the yellow one. Where's my pick tool? I don't know. Put it away. Let's use a yellow one, maybe a big one down here. And then let's use a Coastal Cabana. I don't know where I want to use it. Maybe up here. And then we can use I'm just going to use one of each of the big ones, all 3 colors, because we have a lot of colors going on here, right? And we'll use a purple one there. And I think that'll be enough, actually. And then inside, we'll stamp Happy Birthday, and then we'll be done with that. So let me find the happy birthday. Here it is. And we'll stamp that with the gorgeous grape as well. Or we could use Costa Cabana actually. Nah, we'll use gorgeous grape. So use some of your pre-cut scrap pieces you have along. I should have used these for the scrap collab, but they were doing envelopes. Now, speaking of that, I have 1 or 2 or 3 of the big sheets of paper. They have a lot of hearts on them though. I was going to say I could make envelopes to go with this, and we're just going to put that inside. I think that came out cute. It's a little different, but it's using up pieces that were in my stash. Maybe I should have put it vertically, this guy vertically. I think that might have looked better, but anyway, it is what it is now. Alrighty, that is our card, our 2 cards for today using the Party Puffins, which is carrying over to the new annual catalog starting in May 3rd, and I got mine in the mail yesterday, and I can only show you the cover. I'm probably not even supposed to do that, but I'll show you the cover, maybe. I buried it already. There's the cover of the new catalog. So there you go. Alright, and I'll give you a hint. The cover does not really give you much of a hint of the in colors. It might give you one. Alright, that's all I have for today. It's already long, 37 minutes for 2 cards. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great week, and happy end of March and happy beginning of April starting Friday, right? I will probably see you again either later today or tomorrow for Paper Pumpkin unboxing and also alternatives. All right, see you soon. Bye.